Yeah, so right now, so we're watching this video about this little old Asian man who makes all these tools, right? And they've got these strong joints, and it's all out of wood. I'm sure he's a furniture maker, but I stopped the video here because I just wanted to make the point about how, people would conflict me or contest me saying, oh, GF, that's ridiculous. Look, he's using modern tools to make these cutouts and whatnot. But you just saw a second ago, he's using a bow with a fine piece of twine between it as a saw type of thing. And overall, all I'm getting at is they would have had chisels, because he's using basic chisels, they would have had rocks, and they could smelt and melt stone and shape it. So
the tools may have looked different, but the basic understanding of the tools were the same. Like they had hammers.
They would have known how to carve, They wouldn't have looked like our tools. Exactly. But then you watch this video, and I encourage everybody to come take a look at this video because it's amazing to watch these tools that this guy comes up with, right? And so this is what I'm talking about when I say we were not jungle folk just walking around being the hairless primates that we are known as. We would have been the greatest fucking glampers Earth had ever seen, right? Every fucking animal in whatever valley we were approaching, or whatever orgy hot spring we were approaching, every fucking animal would have been leaving because they would have been like, oh shit, that's those glamping humans. They're going to come here. They're going to fucking tear down half of this tree canopy area in here. They're going to build these massive, amazing subterranean, above ground treehouse complexes. And they're going to have their big orgies, and they're going to have their big hunting parties, and they're going to have their big banquets, and it's going to be a bacchanalia for the season.
Yeah.
Right? And then they'll go on and they'll leave, right? But that's what we did because we are an ingenious creature. There is no end to our cleverness, as the internet is full of, right? And so like I said, people can come take a look at a video like this, watch this guy make the tools the way he makes them, and then just tell me that you don't think we could not have built those kinds of tree houses or the fancy ice castle igloo type structures that we're envisioning them having back then, 300,000, 30,000, 200,000 years ago, right? Homo sapien, this creature, the creature that we are genetically today, has been around for at least 300,000 years. You think we were just like leaning up against a tree, hoping that the sun or moonlight didn't keep us awake while we tried to sleep, and begging the gods of the night to not let whatever of the 1,000 creatures that are going to try and eat me tonight, please don't eat me? No, that is not what we did. We would have built amazing structures. Again, secondary, primary drive, right? Your primary drives, you've got to get sustenance, right? Food, air, water. You've got to have shelter, defense, clothes, armor, whatever it is, and procreation, sex. You've got to have sex. We would have been making the most amazing fucking shelters.
Yeah.
We would have traveled with our, like we've talked about this before, right? We have teepees. We have all these temporary mobile structures that all the anthropologists know about and tell us about. And I'm trying to make people remember and focus. Those were the travel accommodations.
Yes.
Because we went to places, we have them all over the world. There are historical sites, and there are sites that we haven't even found yet because we keep finding more of them. But there are sites all over the world where we've seen their permanent structures were, right? Massive cliff walls, caved or carved deeply with rooms after rooms after rooms of all these different multi-purpose things and areas.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
We have this vision of the ancient prehistoric past as, like you were mentioning, Uggs and not intelligent enough to do anything, but they would have created these massive things that, we don't have evidence of them now because they were so ingrained in nature and part of it.
And nature reclaims a lot
the
of that.
image we have is these people who can't speak well and that just find a cave.
Yeah, and then make do with that cave and slide a rock in front.
Right. I don't think that's... No. We are builders. We are creators.
100%, yeah.
That is what we would have done.
You want to see what happens when ancient humans find a cave? You look in India and Asia. Go to your YouTube channel and look for, ancient Indian, ancient Asian civilization. You'll see that's what happens when humans come along an ancient cave, right? We shape it, we carve it, we make it more of a cave, and we put in bathrooms, and we put in running water, and we put in a warm heater area for sleeping, and we put in oftentimes even a chimneyed area for cooking. It's amazing what we do.